Welcome, welcome to Renee in Tune. I am Zin Uru Renee, and this is going to be a Wolf Moon pick a card reading. It's going to be short messages. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards now. So those of you who want to skip this part, you can go ahead and look in the description box below for the timestamps, because this video will be timestamped. But I'm going to take the time now to pull the card selections. And each message will just be a quick message for this Wolf Moon energy that we're in. Take the time to pick the card that is drawing you or calling you out. Okay, let's pull one more. And then we'll pull, oh, it's 222 right now, so awesome. All right, these cards just flew out, so 222. Those of you who are interested in looking that number up for yourself, look up the spiritual meaning or angel meaning of that number. But twos in general are just very much talking about balance. So yeah, that's so funny. It's funny. You'll see why it's funny later. So or you'll see why it's funny now. I'm gonna actually pull the cards after showing you the card selection. So I will show you them first, and then you can take the time to okay, the cards are already coming out, so let's do it. Okay, those of you who well, first let me show you the piles, and then you can take the time to choose. So pile 1, this card says conviction. Hopefully you can see, the camera's not the greatest, but hopefully you can see it clearly. All right, so pile 1, conviction, and this lovely dragon here. Pile 2, balance. Balance. And it's funny because I think that card came out when I saw 222, so it's all about balance. All right, pile 3, your card is emergence. Emergence. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, actually. It's really beautiful. Okay, I'm going to hold these up for you to give you some time, excuse me, to give you some time to choose your pile, and then you can, if you want to skip, you can tap the timestamps to go directly to your pile. All right, so we've got pile 1 with conviction, pile 2 with balance. Hopefully you can see them all clearly. I'm trying to get them in the view, okay? And pile 3 with emergence. Okay, take a few deep breaths if you're not sure which pile to choose, and pick the pile that's calling you most, the first thing that comes to your gut. All right, I'll give you just another moment. And then we will hop right in. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we are going to start with pile 1. Pile 1, your card is conviction, and we will read this from the book, the message for this card from the book, when we get to the end of your message. But I'm going to go ahead and pull your tarot. I can tell you right now, one tarot already showed up, and I believe that this is for your pile with the star card here. So we're talking about healing. This Wolf Moon is meant for you to be healing something, right? To be progressing in an area of your life, to be releasing an old way of doing something and kind of like innovating and getting a new way of doing something incorporated into your routine, right? With the conviction card here, I'm going to get one more shuffle and then we'll pull. With the conviction card here and the star, this tells me that, one, many of you who chose this pile are probably Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have a heavy Aquarius placement, right? You're definitely leaving behind an old way of doing something that you have been undecided about or just haven't had all the clarity on for some time, right? But whatever it is, it has a lot to do with your voice. It has a lot to do with you, speaking up for yourself, your confidence level, um, speaking up for yourself, feeling like you deserve something, feeling like you are, courageous, towards something. So there's a lot of that going on in this pile so far. We've got the strength card at the bottom of the deck. So again, like I said, using your voice. The strength card talks about your internal conversation. What is the conversation you're having with yourself? It's Leo energy. So my Leos, this is for you too. My Aquariuses, this is for you. My Virgos, this is for you. Anyone with heavy placements there. And if you chose this pile, those are just the energies coming up for you. So it doesn't necessarily, mean anything if you're not, that's not your zodiac sign. But those are just popping up specifically. So it's time for you to now speak with conviction, right? The strength card talks about your conversation with yourself, you know what I mean, as opposed to your conversation with the outer world. So it's now, this full moon, or this wolf moon is talking to you about what you're talking to yourself about, right? What is your internal conversation as opposed to what your external conversation is? Are you reacting to the outer world, or are you building yourself up internally to build the world that you desire, right? To create the world that you desire. So the strength card talks about getting in front of the mirror and having those mirror talks, having that conversation with yourself, meditating, having that conversation with yourself, affirming, even doing that in the shower, affirming to the water, affirming to the water that you're drinking, just building up your confidence level. Okay, so this is huge solar plexus energy, and you can see in all these colors, all of that, right? There's blues there, there's the orange there. So you're really working with it, and that's probably why I was like choked up in when I first got started. You guys are let's take it back a bit, right? You're focusing on your conversation that you're having with yourself. Okay, what that sounds like. You're progressing that from what it used to be. It's now elevating. It's progressing into a new way of doing that, having that conversation with self, right? You're focusing on your solar plexus, the top of your belly, right? You're focusing on balancing that energy out by boosting your own confidence, boosting your self-esteem, okay? Stepping into fear, making courageous decisions. You're focusing on your abilities, your capabilities, speaking life to those things, right? Feeling like you can, feeling like you will. That's I can and I will and I can. It's that energy. It's that I do energy. So you're also working with your throat chakra, because many of you are speaking, and this is what you're stepping into, right? You're going from not having a voice to now stepping into your voice. So there's a lot of throat chakra energy here too, balancing that throat chakra out, utilizing that throat chakra, and really, really speaking your mind, speaking up, speaking to yourself first and foremost is what this wolf moon is telling you right now. How are you speaking to yourself? How are you speaking to yourself? That's number one. Number two, how are you speaking to your guides and ancestors, your angels? How are you speaking to the universe, right? And then three, are you speaking out loud to the masses, to the people, to the community? Because some of you are very much meant to be doing that. You know what I mean? So right now you're focusing on, you're going through a period of progression and healing, because you're progressing into having an open voice and the confidence to do that. And you're healing the areas that have quieted your voice, okay, and decreased your confidence level, right? Put you into doubt. The Four of Swords is here. So you are resting your mind and even your body. Now it's time to rest. Because you're kind of leaving behind that old way of thinking and that old way of communicating and that old way of seeing yourself, right? And you're stepping into a new way of seeing yourself, and that's a very abundant way with the Queen of Pentacles here. You're seeing yourself as abundant, you're seeing yourself as stable, you're seeing yourself as resourceful, you're seeing yourself as someone other people can come to, can lean on. You're seeing yourself as well cared for, as though you are caring for yourself first before you even are able to care for anyone else. You're seeing yourself as someone who makes things grow. Okay, someone who is just very, very, very organized, very successful. You're seeing yourself as having your wishes fulfilled, being satisfied with. I just saw 1010 popped out at me, so look up that number for yourself. You're seeing yourself as having all of the things that you desire coming towards you, wish fulfillment, knowing that your wish fulfillment is coming. So there's also a level of trust that's kind of happening too, which I don't see that card here, but it's giving me the energy of, you're learning how to trust yourself. You're letting go of places where you doubted yourself, and now you're starting to really like look at yourself differently, learn yourself and trust yourself more. Okay. So your conversation with self is changing. And right now, it's a need for you to rest your mind and even rest your body. Release the old conversation that you were having with yourself and step into the new conversation that you're having with yourself with conviction. Okay, like really claiming it. Okay, and know that your wishes will be fulfilled. Right. Hell yeah, because you've got an opportunity to create coming in front of you. Okay. And this is going to take for you to feel confident. It's going to take for you to be courageous. It's going to take for you to take a leap of faith on yourself. It's going to take for you to trust yourself. You know what I mean? Because you're stepping into an opportunity to create something. And so this is something that's coming from your vulnerability, coming from you. This is something that you're creating that's artistic. This is something that you're creating that is, you may have felt was blocked before, but now you're loosening it up. You're letting it, is now coming to you. Your creative juices are getting ready to flow. So some of you guys are, again, you're speaking, you're motivationally speaking, or you're speaking in terms of, radio or something of that nature. Some of you are musicians, you're writing, you're poets, you're painting, you're doing something that you have not necessarily felt confident enough to do, but you know that you're capable of it. Okay, you're stepping into it, and this is going to bring you a lot of wish fulfillment. However, it's also going to bring you some stability. It's going to bring you coins. Okay, it's not just something you're doing as a hobby. You're going to bring this is elevating your career status, right? You could also be utilizing the internet more or the social media more to put yourself out there a bit, to connect with others, to build community, right? Some of you guys are stepping into a service for others, a humanitarian service, something a cause that you're supporting. Okay. So right now, this is just the overall picture, right? But we're gonna now go back to the advice, the message for you right now. Okay. The message for you right now, we're gonna read this from the book, and then I'll give you a quick recap, and then we'll move into pile 2. So, conviction. Your advice is conviction. Okay, higher and higher he flies into the bright sunrise, carrying his burden. Though it is a burden, it is not heavy because he has the conviction to know he will succeed in all his endeavors. This fire dragon will walk with you, helping to burn out the lower energies of self-doubt, fear, and confusion about what you are meant to do in this life and all other lives. Didn't we just talk about that? Let go. Hold your head high and carry your burden. Walk with belief in yourself and your abilities, for a dragon walks behind you. You can do this completely. I love what I do because didn't we just talk about that? Didn't we just say that? So much confirmation there, right? So it's not saying this is going to be easy. You're definitely in the healing process. You're shifting your mindset. You're shifting how you do things, your behavior patterns, how you view yourself, what you're going for. All of that is shifting and changing, and so it's not going to be easy. However, it's like you're carrying your heaviness a different way. You're carrying your burdens a different way because you know that is shifting. You know wish fulfillment is coming. You know opportunities to create are coming. You know these things are going to help you to create stability in your life and success. And you're now just kind of taking the time to rest your minds and release and let go of the things that were holding you, the conversation that was holding you, your self-talk that was, doubtful and that was quiet, really, because, you know, keeping you quiet, doubtful and keeping you quiet. So it's time for you to work with that solar plexus, work with that throat chakra, have those conversations with yourself that are life speaking, life giving, okay? And build up your self esteem and step into the courage to speak, to do the thing that you want to do, to create. Some of you are also opening yourself up to a new spark of a new connection, right? A new intimate connection, a romantic connection. And maybe this is something that kind of broke you down before, and so you're building yourself back up to be able to be open to that. We're going to leave that message there. Pile one, thank you. I hope that this was helpful for you. I love you so much. If you haven't done so, like the video, share the video, comments, and let me know what you think. And subscribe to my channel. Check out, you know, your zodiac signs, full readings for your zodiac signs, sun, moon, or rising. There's plenty of them on here. And also check out the moon readings as well. This is a 2-for-1. It's a double whammy. So you get a pick a card and you get a full moon reading as well, wolf moon reading. Okay, so we're gonna now move on to pile 2. Thank you so much, pile 1. Love ya. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, and all of the information you need to, you know, for my information is in the description box. Any way that you want to support me or that you want to book a reading, things of that nature. It's all down there. Okay, pile 2. Pile 2, pile 2, pile 2, pile 2, pile 2, pile 2. We're going back to 222 because it was 222 when we first started to just pick the piles, right? And your card flew out. Your pile card flew out as that was happening. So you're finding balance, and it's funny because that's what that means, and that's the card that came out for you. So pile 2, you've got the balance card, okay? Which we'll read that at the end of the reading. So I'm gonna do one more shuffle, and then I'm gonna pull your cards. But really, you're actually going into pile 2. I can tell you off the rip, you're going into meditative state, right? You're trying to build freedom for yourself, financial freedom, just your own identity, just kind of like living life on your own terms is what I'm feeling. You're manifesting a lot. You're starting to create the future for yourself as opposed to just living life and letting it, you know, create for you. Yeah. Okay. Some of you guys experienced a lot of disappointments in the past. So that kind of has your energy out of whack a bit. You know what I mean? So like I said, 222 is a number for you that showed up just even off the rip since before we even got to your reading. And it's expressing balance. You know, there's heavy emphasis of just finding balance for yourself. Okay, so this wolf moon energy, this full moon energy for you is all about cultivating balance within yourself, within your emotional body, within your body, right? Feeling balanced. We'll read that card at the end of the deck. But what you're doing right now is you're manifesting a lifestyle. You're manifesting new things to yourself, right? You're also manifesting ease because some of you have been carrying a very heavy burden, right? You've been carrying such heavy burdens, and now you're wanting to experience ease in your life, okay? This is going to require that you detach from things that are stressing you out, your mind out, stressing your mind out, right? It's attached from things that are overwhelming your mind. There's some discipline that's coming into play here. Disciplining your mind and detaching from areas where you are distracted or where your mind is overwhelmed, okay? There's a need for you to rest your mind. You're also getting, you know, detaching from focusing on the problem and the issue, focusing on the heavy burden that you were carrying because you're now needing to open your mind up to solutions. And there are solutions all over the place, but you've got to kind of think outside of the box. You got to be willing to look at the bigger picture and not so closely at the problem. And there are all these solutions that will show up, right? So this full moon is all about finding the balance that'll put you in a position so that you can detach from the overwhelm of the thinking of the problem, right? And you can see the bigger picture, and you can open your mind up to out of the box solutions, which are there. It's just a matter of you not just recognizing them, but even creating some of them yourself. Some of them are things that you're just needing to ask for. ask the universe for it. Like, hey, I need resources for this thing. Hey, I need, solutions for this thing. I need options for this thing. Like, ask for those things. You know what I mean? The universe is kind of waiting on you, and you're waiting on it. You know what I mean? You're waiting on a sign, and the universe is like, well, we're waiting for you to tell us what you want, because you're sitting in your problem. So your energy is just in the burden. And so that's all they can give back to you if all they're feeling is the burden. The vibration is burden. And so that all they can give to you is the match of your vibration, what the energy of burden. And so they're wanting you to get specific. What do you want? But that's going to take for you to detach from focusing on the burden so that you can open your mind up to solutions and ask for those solutions. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is here. So this is involving for a lot of you, your career, right? Your career, your money, your finances, how you're making money, how you're attracting money. The Chariot card is here. So some of you feel very discouraged, kind of like throwing in the towel, giving up. You may feel like you've been fighting for something for a minute and you just feel like it's out of control. Like you just kind of don't have any bearing over it. Spirit is saying, unbeknownst to you, this is because you're so freaking close. This is because you're so freaking close. Don't give up now. Keep going, baby. Keep going, but also peel your power back. Like, don't let what's happening in front of you right now overwhelm you. Ride the wave, because what's happening is you're creating a momentum for what's to come. And so what's happening now is going to be no more. It's temporary, is what Spirit is saying to you. Then the Three of Cups comes in, and reasons to celebrate. Reasons to celebrate. Reasons to celebrate. You hear me? Reasons to celebrate. Some of you will be connecting with someone and finding yourself in a union, in a relationship. Some of you may be having children, new children. Some of you may be celebrating a milestone. So this is a milestone in your business, in your finances, in your career. You could be graduating, getting a certificate. It's some kind of milestone. You could be elevating in that, and then there's a milestone there. So you're going to be finding yourself with a lot of reasons to celebrate. You may even find yourself having the opportunity and the funds and finances to really just go out and enjoy yourself and have a good time, try new things, do new things, and, enter new functions. You'll find yourself maybe even being invited to new things and being able to experience a new energy. And I'm just seeing now 22. So twos are showing up for you guys all over the place. You know what I mean? It's all about balancing your masculine and feminine energies. I love that because you've got the one, which is the magician, you deciding what it is that you desire. The two, the balance, you stepping into an energy of receptivity, being open to receiving. Okay, balance, the two. And then you've got the three, celebration, milestones, okay, achievements. I'm gonna read balance, and then I'm gonna leave that message there for you, because I feel like the focus is really that right now. It's meditating and balancing your energy right now, and removing your focus from the burden, so that you can be opening yourself up to solutions, but also asking specifically for what it is that you need, getting specific about what it is that you desire and what you want, asking for that. And also just be positive, have a positive outlook about it, because you have much to look forward to, much to celebrate, and in terms of your finances for many of you. But it's just, you're just needing to press forward to push through this threshold, because you may feel like it's heavy right now. But I'm telling you, you're so freaking close. Let's read this balance card. This, the zodiac signs are not specific. Anybody, any of you, you could be any zodiac sign and have been drawn to this pile, but these are just the energies that are highlighted in this reading. There's Aquarius here, there's Cancer here, there's Gemini and Virgo here highlighted heavily. So if you have those placements, Sagittarius even, if you have those placements, maybe even Leo too, you have those placements, you could be experiencing Libra definitely too. You could be experiencing a lot of this energy right now during this wolf moon. So let's read the balance card for you, and then we'll move on to the next pile. Thank you so much for being here, my pile two loves. Balance. The golden ley line dragon is poised perfectly between the cave and the sky on one of the few days of the year where the sun and moon align. Excuse me for noise in the background. He is a picture of balance between our world and theirs, the sky and the earth, and the celestial bodies that hold sway over our worlds. In this moment, he asks us to seek our own balance. Be mindful of how much energy you put into any one thing, and seek a counterbalance to any matters that lay too heavily in your life. It might be challenging to find, but balance will keep us sustained. Too far of a tip in any direction can be disastrous. I love that we talked about this, and I love what I do because when I read these, these messages, they always just confirm everything that we talked about. So that was very clear cut and dry about managing your energy, your balance, about not leaning too far into any one direction and just kind of keeping yourself in a very sustainable state. Okay. Paltu, I love you so much. I hope that this was a helpful message for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this message, like the video, share the video, comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you want to book a reading, or if you want to donate, or any information that you want to know about me, any of my social medias, you can find all those links down below, but also in the description of my channel description as well. Alrighty, let's move on. We're gonna go into now pile 3. Pile 3. Pile 3. Your card was Emergence. Emergence. Beautiful, 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 beautiful red dragon. Okay, so I can tell you pile 3 already that you're going to be spending some time working with your solar plex, with your, not your solar plexus, but maybe you'll be doing some solar plexus work too, but working with your root chakra. Okay, your root chakra. Just your feelings of safety, because I feel like you're ready for something, and you still somewhat feel like you're not ready for it, but you are. You've done the work. You're ready for it, and so now Spirit is gonna let you know, here, this is you. It's time. It's time to move forward in this. So there's a need for you to focus on your root chakra and getting into feelings of safety, feeling like you're safe and you're at home, because you are safe. So you're coming out of a long period of feeling like you're not safe, dealing with a lot of things that you had to you were overwhelmed by. You ended up having to like really practice your boundaries. I feel like this has a lot to do with your finances as well. So many of you are coming out of a long, unstable financial period, right? With this Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, I saw a lot of energy leaning towards finances. So you have been in a state of instability in your finances for some time, and it's been pretty treacherous. So you feel unsafe, and there's a need for you to focus on working on your root chakra during this wolf moon, so that you can foster feelings of safety for yourself, okay, and home for yourself. Okay, because this is going to allow a lot of things to flow for you, because you're kind of ready to step through a threshold here, but you don't feel ready. But you've already done the work. You've prepared yourself. You're so ready. You're so ready, and it's time for you to emerge, right? To emerge from this state of like preparation you've been in. It's time. You're ready to move forward. The King of Cups is here, and so there's, you've been figuring out your emotional body. You've been figuring out how you feel about things, what those emotions are, and how to kind of get them flowing in your body again, how to learn how to express them. You know what I mean? And a lot of that blockage in you just coding in your emotions and or not even recognizing them fully was the thing that was keeping you from becoming financially stable, because there was so much, there's stability in your craft with this Three of Pentacles here. Things that you love to do, your craft, your talents, your gifts. But that requires your emotional body to be flowing in order for you to have the inspiration to do those things. So that's why it's kind of been a hindrance to your financial stability in the future. But so much is getting ready to change for you with the Tower card here. And it's going to be drastic change, and it doesn't have to be chaotic. Spirit is saying if you focus on balancing yourself now and focusing on your feeling, allow yourself to feel safe. Remind yourself that you're ready. Let yourself know that you're ready. Focus on your emotions right now. Yeah, trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, nurturing yourself, right? Nurturing your inner child. Like, some of you guys are just, there's something, you could be experiencing mother wounds. Maybe the relationship with mom was unstable, or your upbringing was unstable. or even your mom, like just maybe you maybe her confidence level affected you. You were closely connected to her spiritually, and even for some of you, mom affected your confidence level growing up. And so there's this, this energy of you healing these mother wounds, right? But for some of you, it's just healing your ability to trust your gut and to feel your creativity and your intuition, right? Because the root is at the bottom, the base of all of that. It's at the base of your confidence. It's at the base of your security. It's at the base of everything. And so when you don't feel safe, then you have a hard time connecting to your creativity and a hard time feeling confident. And so what you're doing is you're releasing all of that now. You've already done the work of healing this. Like, it's done. It's done. But now they're saying just release it, let it go, and nurture your confidence, and nurture your creativity, and nurture your safety, your feelings of safety. Find ways that you can help yourself to feel safe now, right? What? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So, I feel like that was confirmation that knocking. It's like the universe and knocking on the door for you, just telling you that it's time. It's time because you've been preparing for this emergence for a minute, for a long time, for a while, and it's here. You've done all the work. You've done the healing. You've done a lot of getting vulnerable with yourself and understanding your own emotions and understanding your energy, and your intuition. And so now the thing is, you're creative, and there's a craft, there's something, some talent, some gift that you have, and it's time to step into that. And that's going to bring you the stability that you've been missing. That's going to bring you the stability that you've been lacking. However, if you're not willing to step into it, you're going to be pushed into it. That's what the Tower card always says. So it's like, do the work now to create safety for yourself, create confidence for yourself, to allow yourself to be comfortable with your creativity, with creating, and release the idea that you're not ready. You know what I mean? Because it's really all it is holding you back. Release the idea that you're not ready. That chapter is over. That chapter is done. I know that this was something that you dealt with for a long time, so you've kind of gotten used to it. And but you're ready to move on. You're ready to move forward. Yep, we've got the Temperance card here. So Spirit is saying it's time to balance out your energy, to transmute the old into the new, create something out of everything you've experienced. And also, rainbows, because that's what she's doing. She's taking her emotions and her passions, and she's creating out of it, right? She's creating rainbows out of it. So this is what you're being asked to do right now. Okay, temper your energy, temper your emotions, create something out of them. And that's a challenge because you feel like your stability has been out of whack. You feel like you've been unstable, and so you're wanting to get financially stable. But Spirit is saying is when you can balance your emotions and you can create, that is going to bring you stability because you are meant to do that. Okay, I see threes, 3 all on the board. So look up that number for yourself. I feel like you're building a steady foundation for yourself. You're kind of you're opening yourself up to movement, to the possibilities, to celebration, to milestones. You're opening yourself up to, releasing stress, releasing, the things that you're opening yourself up to, releasing things that keep you from celebrating, you know what I mean? Yourself, that keep you from celebrating yourself, that keep you from, that keep you limiting your how far you can go, that keep you from feeling like things are possible, and the things that keep you from utilizing your crafts and your gifts, okay, and your talents. And if you don't focus on that now, you will be pushed into it and it will feel chaotic, but it's going to still bring you to the same space. But now you can kind of roll into it. You can ebb and flow with it. There's a lot of transformation happening for you, a lot of change and need to let things die so new things can birth. Let things go, let things end so new things can come in and new things can begin, right? And you're doing that by tempering your emotions, taking your emotions and creating something out of it, literally. And you're so ready to do that. You're so ready to do that. You've done all the work. You're ready to do that. You're ready. You're ready. You're ready. You're ready. It's time to emerge, baby. It's time to emerge. It's just a need for you to feel like you're ready. And that's it, because you're already ready. And I think the thing that's keeping you from feeling like you're ready is just that safety. Just feeling like you've not been stable enough to feel safe. So create that feeling of safety for yourself. Use your craft and your talent and your gift and your creativity to create that feeling of safety for yourself. Because when you do that, man, the possibilities are endless. They really are. Take the things you went through and create out of them. Create out of them. Create something magnificent, something, a masterpiece. Create some art. You know what I mean? Paint the canvas. Take your pains and turn them into your passions. You have every ability to do so. Every ability to do so. You're just you're dealing with your emotions, and that can be an uncomfortable thing, but it's going to be such a freeing thing. All right, so we're going to read this emergence card, and the zodiac signs that are really popping out here. And it doesn't mean you have to be these zodiac signs. It just means that you could have heavy placements in these places, or these energies are what is impacting you right now. And for some of you, you are the zodiac sign, and this message is for you if you chose this. Definitely heavy Scorpio energy, tons of Scorpio energy here. Pisces energy is here. Aries energy is here strong. Sagittarius energy is here strong. And then we've also got some Taurus and Libra energy that are sitting here as well. So the emergence card says, this great red watcher sits atop a stone gateway through which a shimmering sunrise is just about to peek over the horizon. She is here to tell you that you are ready. Okay, this is everything we talked about. That's why I love what I do. The confirmation is real. You are ready to move forward into a new beginning, a new life, or a new endeavor. You have done the work. We talked about this. You have done the work to leave your past self behind and proven your worth to her. You are ready to emerge as the next incarnation of yourself. All you have to do is step through the gates and embrace the fresh adventure before you. She can't promise that it won't be without hard work and difficulties, but it will be a journey worth taking. That's really, really dope, really beautiful. I love that message for you. Pile 3, I hope that was helpful. I hope that, you enjoyed that message for this wolf moon energy for yourself. If you did enjoy that message, definitely like the video, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Share the video. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, and check out other videos that are on my channel. If you would like to watch full readings for your zodiac sign, your sun, moon, or rising signs, you can find those on my channel. And there's other pick a cards and moon readings. This is kind of a doobie. It's a 2-for-1. You've got the pick a card and also the full moon energy. So you get a 2-for-1 this time. But if you're interested in purchasing a reading or in donating to my channel, you can find all of that information in the or you can find all of that information in the description box below. And you can also look in the description of my channel. You can find all of that stuff there too. So you can find my other social medias and all that good jazz, and how to leave me a review, how to reach me, and your service options, your reading options that I offer. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. So, if you're at the end of this video and you feel like, you didn't get the message or whatnot, you can go back to the beginning. There are timestamps down below, so you can switch back to whichever reading you wanted to listen to, whether it was pile 1, 2, or 3. And happy wolf moon. I hope that you are taking care of yourself, because this is a great time for you to be like nurturing and pampering yourself, taking care of yourself, especially during this wolf moon energy. You're gonna be all right, and your creative juices are getting ready to start flowing. So I'm proud of you. I love you so much. I am Zin Uru Renee. This is Renee in Tune, and come back.